So I've played like 5 leagues with this deck in the past 2 days, and I've cashed all but one of them. I had a 4-1 and a bunch of 3-2s. This deck's really powerful, but just like when your opponent draws their sideboard cards, you die. This hand is great. So this is exactly what you want to be doing with the Ape Dredge deck. We just get to like turn 1 Tormenting Voice, dredge this Golgari Thug. Up at the top near the subscribe button above the video, there's a bits button there. Any idea what you're playing in the bash? I plan to run back the red-green ramp deck the Ruby Wild ramp deck that I played last week and I top 8'd with. That even in a second dredger? That's so good. That's so good. You get a 3rd dredger? Man, we're just the best. The smartest, thinnest dredge player there ever was. Hit a Bloodghast there. No Prized Amalgams yet, kinda sucks. So I am gonna go ahead and play this out because if you'll note, there's a Faithless Looting in our bin here, which it actually looks like we failed to hit a dredger on this one. So next turn we're gonna have to take a draw step, which is a little medium. I've not seen the Delirium Infect deck. You pushing my Bloodghast? God bless. All right, so this is actually kind of a little bit of a mistake here. I could have played I could have played a red source last turn, and now I have to flashback this Conflagrate without putting this Bloodghast into the bin first. So I'm gonna send 2 there, and I'm gonna send 2 upstairs. I'm gonna bin this, and this. So I could have this Bloodghast in play if I'd have sequenced if I would have played the Mana Confluence out last turn. I think that's potentially a pretty big mistake. Yeah, that's fair, Bob. I could have cast Loam last turn too. So I'm gonna dredge. I'm gonna dredge Stinkweed Imp here because I'm planning on flashing back Faithless Looting anyways. There should be a button above the stream, Wandering Wind. Stinkweed Imp. I'm actually going to close their graveyard so we can just see all of mine here. Dredge another Stinkweed Imp. Discard 2 of these. There are a bunch of Bloodghasts in my bin now. Which brings back Prized Amalgams. Going to get this. Oh, you know what? This was a mistake too. The small sequencing things, I've gotten better about them when I'm playing off stream, but like I should have attacked before playing this land. I don't think they're gonna block, but like if they blocked here, I could have gotten this back with that. So that's technically in the wrong order there. Have I hit another? I have not hit a second Conflagrate yet, so we'll see what we get here this turn. 4 mana here, Garrick, sure. That's gonna make a little bit of mana. Gonna make 4 mana here. If I hit a... So I'm gonna dredge this Loam for the turn, I think. Hey, Wandering Wind with 1,000 bits. Glad you figured that out. Thank you very much for the cheer. I really appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think I'm just going to take this. So I have a guaranteed land. If I hit a Conflagrate. I did not hit a Conflagrate there. That would have been an ideal situation. I think I just smashed them, right? Attack all at them. I don't think I really want to kill Garrick here. Are they dead? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're going to 1 here. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. There's no Conflagrate in here, right? Nope, just Faithless Lootings. Play this. Get back this Bloodghast. Get back that Amalgam. Do I want a looting here? I think I do. Might as well. Get that. This way, if they don't kill me, I'll pretty likely have a, what's it called, my bin for next turn. Hit. I actually missed on a Conflagrate still, so there's 2 Conflagrates in the bottom 12 cards in my deck here. There's some kind of big payoff in their hand? They must have some kind of big payoff in their hand, right? Yeah, I changed the deck list. The triggers were pretty bad. Conflagrate's one of the best cards in Dredge, so I've got 3 Conflags in the main, like most typical Dredge decks. This deck's pretty close to a standard Dredge deck with just Simian Spirit Guides over lands and like 3 lands and a spell. They're trying to amass a board to hoof me. That's interesting. Maybe I could have left some of the Prized Amalgams back. Yeah, Cone, if you type ! deck in chat, or if you're on the desktop, you can just click the deck list button on screen and it'll pop up there for you. The the Simian Spirit Guide Dredge deck that we're playing right now. Going deep in the tank, hopefully figuring out that they can't get out of this. Yeah, I think the Spirit Guides are good. Oh, they might Tooth and Nail us. Okay. We beat Tooth and Nail Emrakul, right? Or does the thing that they get make it bigger? No, I can't, Sherman. It's just static as far as I'm aware. I'd have to check the settings on Stream Decker, but I'm pretty sure I can't. I looked at one point. I'm not sure if they've updated it since I've looked, but I know when I first added it, I could not. Yeah, it doesn't give it trample, right? You got my buddy Narcomoeba here, ready to give it the old college best. Here's a Narca, there's a Narca, there's a very funny Narca, 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 Duck. What's going on? You want to go upstairs? Dad's working right now, bud. Mom's upstairs. Mom and Declan are upstairs. You want me to open the door? I can open the door. No, I can't finish it. Okay, that's a Hornet Queen. Oh, it's on top of their deck. Okay. Yeah, that's true too. Some of them play more Tormenting Voice. There was actually a deck list that 9-0'd a Moto PTQ recently that had 3 Neonates and 3 Tormenting Voices though. So some Tormenting Voice isn't unheard of. Wow, did we really brick on Conflagrate there? I can Faithless Looting literally dredge the rest of my deck though, right? Yeah. All right. Jacob. Your track is all set up, bud. So post-board, I want to bring in some Abrupt Decays and some Nature's Claims on the draw. It's kind of just like diverse answers to possible hate that they could have. On the play, I'm going to not bring in all of those. I'm going to bring in some Thoughtseizes, but I'm just going to trim some of this fast mana on the draw. So I'm going to go ahead and submit like this. I could see merit to like bringing in Lightning Axe here, maybe over a Tormenting Voice. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that actually. I'm going to bring in a couple of axes over these Tormenting Voices, and then go ahead and click submit. Like they're similar cards, a little bit less explosive, a little more consistent. Live by the sword, die by the sword. None of these hands have been keepable. This is a great 3. A bottom, a non-dredger. They kept 7, so I'm assuming they're gonna just have hate cards and kill us, but you know, it's what it is. Okay, I mean, sign me up. I actually won off a 3-card hand. I won off a 3-card hand earlier this week like this. Just like land, Faithless Looting on 3. I cast Rest in Peace here, and I'm going to concede. Dredge, sure. Dredge into a Conflagrate. Rats. I said that with such confidence, I thought it was going to work. Alright, I have an event I want to do well at this weekend, so like, we'll play bad modern decks at some point, but like, in general, no. Walking Ballista, sure. Oh, this gets any creature, that's sweet. Yeah. And we had a pretty good shot for 3, right? 3-card. Pretty good shot for 3-card hand. So on the play, I like less of these cards and more Thoughtseizes, because Thoughtseize is good, just like a good card in general. Even when your opponent doesn't have their hate cards, you just get to like Thoughtseize them on 1. Do I want this Inquisition of Kozilek too? Yeah, I think I do. I think I'm gonna do this. Just gonna like cut this Lightning Axe too and just bring in Tormenting Voice, just like discard into and a draw. We're playing Dredge, our opponent combo killed us on turn 3. You know, just like good, clean Modern at its finest here. This hand's pretty abysmal. I guess it gets to go Thoughtseize on 1 into Looting on 2. I'm not super excited about that, though. I'm not super excited. The fact that this hand is a Narcomoeba in the opener makes it pretty anemic. This is close. I think I'm going to keep it because I have my Thoughtseize, but I could see going to 6 here. I've just, like, gone to 6 and gotten punished so many times. Like, mulliganing in Magic really sucks. Alright, well, taking Arbor Elf slows their entire game plan down. This hand is definitely is a good way to describe this hand. And it's surprised my opponent kept that hand. Second Looting's not the worst. Oh, perfect. We hit a Dredger. Well, this hand actually is panning out really well, right? Need to get this Bloodghast back. Loot. And, like, that's the thing about Faithless Looting, right? You get to see, like, a bunch of extra cards. It's really unfortunate that we missed on a second Dredger, but we hit Narco in 2 Amalgams. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Everything worked out. Turn 2, 9 power. Go. No complaints. I mean, like, I technically had this Dakmor Salvage in my opener. Like, it's not a great card, but, like, it's technically a card, right? Oh, you know what? I actually want to hold this Salvage to trigger Bloodghast, right? I mean, there's a reason why I'm playing 1 Neonate, right? 2 Bloodghast there. Seems like we remembered how to be lucky, right? Alright, dead on board. Go. Yeah, but, like, Lightning Axe is better against aggro. Honestly, one of the things I'm not sure on is, like, Neonate might be better as just, like, a main deck Lightning Axe, honestly. When this deck is good, it's great. It's like, when your opponent doesn't draw their sideboard cards and you just, like, have any, like, heapable hands, like, this deck's really good. It's when your opponent has their Ley Line of the Voids, or their Relics, their Surgical Attractions to their opener, that just, like, things get dicey. Do you think this list is better than the standard list? No, I don't. I'm not the typical Magic player in that I'm not going to tell you that people that have piles of experience are wrong with what they're thinking. I'm going to tell you that after playing about 20 or 30 matches with this deck, Simian Spirit Guide feels good in the deck. So I don't know that it's better. I'm not going to say that, but Simian Spirit Guide has been impressive in the matches I've played. This deck has felt, after just playing that league with Affinity, this deck feels like it plays, it's more powerful than, like, what Affinity's doing. Seems okay. It's, like, not amazing, but fine. If we draw a Spirit Guide, we get to double Looting on 1, which would be hot. Eldrazi Tron. Get on Copperline Gorge, since we drew that. When does the monkey ever... I mean, there's a reason it's an emote, right? Oh, you know what? I should have binned a Loam here because if my opponent turns to a Thought-Knot Seer, I want this in my bin. Yep, get punished for my mistake here. We're just getting Cellist. That sucks. Getting Cellist. Please be Walking Ballista. Rats. Oh, that sucks. Narco with nothing else. This build is better against Chalice of the Void than some other builds because it doesn't have a bunch of Narcos. It has more 2-mana things. That being said, our start's pretty slow here. I wouldn't be surprised if we get run out. I mean, like, had we been in the play, we much better off. Like, if this is a smasher here, we're gonna be in a lot of trouble. Like, the way this hand was, like, the Chalice was pretty impactful, right? We're better against Chalice than a lot of the stock Dredge builds, but we're not great against it. You have $1,500 to buy a friend to modern deck, assuming they don't already have one and they prefer aggro strategies. What would you pick? Probably Burn. I think Burn's a tier 1 modern deck. It's very good consistently. Alright, we need to dredge into, like, Conflagrate now and hope they don't have anything. Chalice stops looting from flashing back, yes. Alright, well, there's a Conflagrate. And there's a Bloodghast in there, too. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. Alright, so I need to send 5 here. I need to keep a 6th card to discard. And I need a 7th card to play a land for the turn. So like I said, 1 extra upstairs here. Yeah. Oh, I could just play out the Imp. All right, I'm gonna Conflagrate this, but yeah, we could just play out the Imp next time. That's a good call. Good call. I don't know if this is actually gonna make us discard or not. We'll see. Wait, what? Why didn't my Conflagrate resolve? What? I clicked yes, right? I clicked yes, discard, and I clicked on Mana Confluence? Well, our league's free now. Now our league's free. Okay. So, the Reality Smasher bug is different now? Am I supposed to play the Eldrazi deck this weekend? Wait, did I click the no button? Was the no button to the left? It asked me to click on a card. It asked me to click on a card. Can someone clip it, please, and link it here? I clicked. The one to the right said no, right? Can someone clip that, please? It was no, yes. What great fucking user interface. It's like pile of dog shit. Here you go, bud. Can you turn this down, please? Very loud. Why did it ask me to click on a... No, yeah, no is that's exactly what happened, right? So I'm looking at it. I clicked on the Manamorphose, and then it only popped up. It said okay, no, and then yeah, it said okay and no, and then when I clicked on Manamorphose. Okay, I'm watching this one more time. So if you look, there's an okay and a no button. Then I click on Mana Confluence, and then it goes to just a no button. So what? So what the fuck happened? Because it was okay and it was no. There's okay, and then I click on the Mana Confluence. So, like, is that a bug or a feature? Because, like, usually how these prompts work is you click on the thing that you want to do. Maybe you're supposed to click OK and then click on a card? Is that how it's supposed to work? So now we're dead. Yeah, I'm just gonna concede the match and we'll file for comp later. And all right, sure. All right, well, you know. So how every other prompt, yeah, the wrong button goes away. That's what happened. That's actually the bug, right? No, it didn't discard the card. The Mana Confluence stayed in my hand. So what's supposed to happen is when you click on the card in your hand, it's supposed to show just an OK button, which is what I assumed was going to happen. Like that, there was no OK button once I'd chosen the card in my hand. Which the bug is, then once you click off the card in your hand, it just resolves the trigger without making you discard. So you can never discard to Reality Smasher currently. Not horse shit. Alright, this is actually pretty good. It needs to hit a second mana source, but even if it bricks, we still just get to start dredging. No, it's definitely resolving the Reality Smasher trigger. It's definitely, the Conflagrate is on the stack, and I'm resolving the Reality Smasher trigger. Alright, well, we hit another land, so that's great. I'm gonna discard 2 different ones here, just in case they have a main deck Surgical. Close their graveyard out. Oh, you know what? I messed up. I should have discarded the Bloodghast there. I should have discarded the Bloodghast there. So that way I'd get it back this turn, so I was only dredging 1 card anyways. I should have discarded the Bloodghast there, so I could have a Bloodghast in play right now, but I don't because I'm bad. Amalgams, please. Amalgams, please. Good lord. This is why I actually can't play Dredge this weekend. I am not lucky enough to play this deck. Just 28 cards with no Prized Amalgams. At least we hit a life from the Loam, I guess. I mean, hopefully they're still just gonna die, but... Are they playing Grishelbrand? They are. Okay, we could die. We could lose this game. Just still no amalgams. I assume we're dying next turn if they move to hand size to do that. We have 1 Bloodghast and no amalgams and 31 cards. Oh god. This matchup's really bad for us for reference. We do not have ley lines on the board. I have a bunch of Thoughtseizes instead. I have a bunch of Thoughtseizes. We do have, like, we've got, like, what, 3 of a kind and then 2 pair? That's gotta be, this is like the best hand of wizard poker we could hope for, right? Is Thugs over Imps better than Mines over Imps? It's a good question. These are the higher converted mana costs, so I could only assume. Oh no! Oh no! Is Wallace in trouble? Claymation is very exciting, if you're wondering. Am I dead, opponent? Now this is pod racing, right? Oh, they're playing the Grixis version. They're playing the Grixis version. You can always check my YouTube channel to see what we've played and what we haven't. How large of a donation would you need in order to play low stakes poker for a while? I don't know the answer to that question. Are they dead? There's a Conflagrate in my bin, right? They're not a Conflagrate in my bin yet? God, are we through half my deck without an Amalgam, a Conflagrate, or anything? I like Griselbrand. I don't like the deck my opponent's playing. I like the red-black Griselbrand deck. We've played it on stream a couple of times. You should check it out. There's no Conflagrate in here, is there? All right, we got 5 shots at 3 Conflagrates and 29 cards. Let's run the Hyper Geo on this before I miss. I want to know how unlucky we are when we miss on this one. All right, so we have 29 cards, got 3 successes, 5 shots. All right, we're only 45% to hit here. So we'll actually need to be a little bit lucky to kill them. Pulling out the Hyper Geo, yep. Three Bloodghast is also lethal. That's true. That's true. They went to exactly 10. And flashback Faithless Looting for 3 gas. That's true. Okay, and we get 12 looks at 3 gas. I don't really like the Blood Moon decks in Modern. I think they're pretty bad. We played one recently and I just wasn't impressed. There's a Conflagrate. Alright, try and kill you. My opponent conceding because I hit the Conflagrate. This feels like a concede lockup. They did. They died. Alright, God bless. I think the Blood Moon decks in Modern are pretty bad in general. The dedicated Blood Moon decks, at least. I'm actually going to cut a Conflagrate in this matchup. I like some for some reach. Honestly, it might be right to cut 2 even. I could see it being right to just cut 2. Yeah, I'm going to cut a Conflagrate and I'm going to cut a Dakmor Salvage. I don't really like cutting Salvage when I'm low on lands. I'm going to cut a Mountain. Let's do that. So we're going to cut 2 Conflags, a land, the Darkblast, and a Neonate for 5 discard. Yeah, I think that's fine. And, like, I know we needed the Conflag to win there, but, like... loses, yep, right? This hand's, like... this is a good Dredge hand, right? But, like... this hand's not good enough to... I guess I get 3 shots at a discard spell. Do I mulligan this? Do I mulligan this? It's just like such a good, like genuinely good Dredge hand. Yeah, this is just like, but like our genuinely good Dredge hands often can't beat their combo draws. I think because we're up a game, I'm gonna keep... hey! I'm Nick123 with the brand new Prime Sport. Thank you very much and welcome. I appreciate that. Another Cathartic Reunion, yep. Discard Thug, Ghast. Remember to discard the Ghast this time. This is a great Dredge hand. You don't mulligan this hand because it's a bad Dredge hand. You'd mulligan this hand because it's not good enough against our opponent's combo deck. I actually don't have Driven to Despair in this configuration, which could be a mistake. They are also holding up, ooh, we hit an Amalgam, so we're gonna put 5 power into play. There probably should be one Driven in my... Should probably be one Driven in my 75. I cut them from this one, but one is probably good. Yeah, it's been good. I don't know, this is the first time I've played without it. I mean, is it Charmed here? Yep, deal. And I have another one. And I still get to put them in the bin, so that's good. We need Goryo this turn. Yeah, it's possible my 5th discard spell should be another, could be a Driven to Despair. 2 felt really clunky, but I think maybe I overreacted by cutting both. Well, that's pretty good for us. Okay, so we get through the breach next turn. It's another Amalgam. Okay. We could just go nuts this turn if we don't get counterspelled. Stinkweed. Stinkweed. Golgari Thug. Narco does block at me, that's true. Alright, they're down to 15. We've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We got a Conflagrate too. Are you dead? And you're dead. Alright, sweet. Well, we're 2-1. We're waiting for the next match to pop. I'd just like to say good morning, afternoon, and good night to everyone, wherever you're in the world. Thanks for hanging out with us here today. My name is Jeff Hoagland. We're playing some Dredge in Modern. We're going to finish this league up with Dredge, 2 more matches, then we're going to play some Kiki Chord to close out the magical evening. If you're enjoying what you see, please make sure you hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps other people find my stuff. If you're really enjoying what you see, please consider subscribing on Twitch or becoming a patron on Patreon. Those are the absolute best ways you can support my content here. It allows me to spend more time doing stuff like this and less time doing other things. We're all Magic players, so you're probably doing some of these things anyway, so you can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com will love to buy and sell Magic online cards with you. And if you use code Hogan PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using promo code Jeff12, you can save 12% on custom playmats, mousepad, binders. They do all sorts of different stuff. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of custom artwork that they have on their website. And finally, SpareDeck.com. They offer a unique service. They will rent you any physical, standard, or modern deck. You can rent a deck for a weekend or up to an entire month with them. It's a great service for trying a deck before you buy it, or if you're someone that plays mostly online and wants to play paper on occasion, it's great to do that instead of owning cards. This hand's close. This hand's close. It's just like turn 2. Is turn 2 5 power good enough? 10 out of 10, the best promo spill I've seen from MTGO streamers. Thanks, Tibalt. I think of Restore Balance. I think it's a kind of neat deck that takes a lot of splash hate from Affinity being a deck. Like, you just don't beat the Stony Silences and stuff that people are playing anyways. It's okay. Like, it draws 3 more cards, so like it might find more gas. I'm gonna keep this. I think it's fine. I don't think this hand is really good. I think it's fine. My favorite hands with this deck, my absolute favorite hands with this deck that we haven't gotten to do yet tonight are when you Simian, Spirit Guide, Faithless Looting, and discard Bloodghast and Prized Amalgam, and then play your land and have turn 1 5 power. That's my absolute favorite start. But this hand will do. This is turn 2 5 power. Wow, that's an insane draw. Now this is turn 2. This is going to be turn 2, what, 11 power? Nice burn deck. Nice burn deck, opponent. Is this good? If so, why? Please explain. This. Do we believe in the monkeys yet, chat? Is my opponent conceding? Yeah! Nice concession, burn deck! Ha ha! Ha ha! Beep 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 beep. You would cry too if it happened to you. Ba da ba da ba. All right, so what are we doing here? We're bringing in lightning axes and Gnaw to the bone. I'm gonna trim Darkblast and 2 Tormenting Voices. Seems fine. It's fine. What's going on, Animated Mellow? I'm glad you can catch us live. We're going late tonight. Heading towards the end of our fourth match in this league with this Dredge deck. We're 2-1. We lost a match to a Moto Bug. This hand's not good enough. Just not fast enough. And one of the things I've kind of made as my tiebreaker for when you're playing this deck, and I think this makes mulliganing much easier. If you feel a hand might be close and there's a Narcomoeba in the opening hand, just mulligan it. Because having these in your deck is a very valuable upside in this deck. So this hand looks kind of close. I think it's too slow in general, but it looked kind of close. Yes. Yep. Don't be afraid to mulligan with Dredge. If you don't like mulliganing, Dredge is a bad deck for you. I've won games on 3 and 4 card hands on multiple occasions this week playing this deck. This hand's kind of close. I think this is a keep at 5. It's like not exciting. Hopefully there's a Spirit Guide on top of our deck. I'm gonna bottom this Stinkweed Imp because the chance of my opponent Goblin Guiding us on 1 is valuable too. So like if we could hit a land here. Life from the Loam, sure. This hand's pretty slow, but I think this is like just what we have to work with when we're on 5 cards. The Moto Bug is Reality Smasher's interface is jacked up. Yes, probably gonna be too slow. Honestly, it's possible I should have mulled this hand. Yep, just gonna go ahead and pack it in here. What a good, clean game of Modern. They've played for 52 seconds. I've played for 2 minutes. Into game 3 we go. Did we win that mull to 3 today? I forget. Did we win that one or did we lose that one? We did win that one, didn't we? It was against the black-green deck, right? It was like the first game, right? We kept land, Faithless Looting, and hit a Dredger. I think you're right, Bionic Broccoli. Yeah, this deck's hot fire. God, am I supposed to play this on Sunday? It's possible I'm supposed to play this on Sunday. Whoever was on the play 1 on turn 1, that's fantastic. It's possible they have Graveyard Hate in their deck, but I think we're just supposed to beat that by going faster. Which that's one of the things I really love about Simian Spirit Guide is like, this card makes it possible to just say that with this deck. Like, this deck does explosive things, but in reality, it's kind of a little bit of a grindy deck. And, like, Simian Spirit Guide just, like, takes the pedal and just, like, pushes it to the floor. Just like, all right, beep, beep. Gotta fire up the engines and go as fast as possible here. Sharing again because it let me and I like the attention. Thanks, Dwight. Yes, your losses do feel terrible. You're not wrong. Your losses, you just don't play Magic. But to be fair, a lot of your wins, you like don't really play Magic either. So like, you know, take what you can get. Seems okay. Hopefully we draw into one of another looting or one of our 2 mana spells here. Well, this is one of the reasons I like Simian Spirit Guide too, is I've had these hands a number of times where our turn 2 we get to flashback Faithless Looting because of the Simian Spirit Guide, which is like not to be underestimated. It's possible I should ditch a second Dredger there, but I really just want to get my Bloodghast out on 2, I think. Amalgam. That's unfortunate. You're supposed to play Karn? That's fair. There's a very real possibility that we're just supposed to play Karn. Oh, I didn't have any Dredgers in there, did I? Well, this worked out okay because I had Cathartic Reunion, but that could be a mistake. Could be a mistake. I don't think fast mana creates enjoyable games of Magic a lot of the time. I would prefer Modern without fast mana. Whether or not that means it needs to be gone is like something else entirely, but like I would prefer the format without fast mana in it, yes. If presented with the options of fast mana or no fast mana, I would choose no fast mana. Really need a Narcomoeba here. Good lord. Well, I hit a Bloodghast at least. We might lose this game because of our pain lands. They have another 3 mana. Yep. Yeah, I'm just not going to get to do anything here. So I can't Conflagrate. Yep. I'm going to be able to Conflagrate, but I can't because I'll die. And guess what's going to happen? So, like, if we lost this game because the first Narcomoeba was 40 cards into our deck. Is what happened here. My mana base definitely didn't help, but like if I'd have had a Narcomoeba to block this Goblin Guide last turn. What is taking a draw step do? And I knew it was on top of my deck because the Goblin Guide was attacking. So this puts my opponent to 3. And then we're gonna die in response to this Conflagrate. I'm gonna try and kill them just in case like their hand is garbage, but like we're definitely dead next turn, right? No, I knew there wasn't a thing, a land on top of our deck because of the Goblin Guide. Just for reference. All right, kill me. Yep, it's unfortunate. So we're gonna die in response here, but I think we're just supposed to hope they don't have it. Like they pretty likely have it, right? So little bit of an unlucky start on our part, which is the reason why I just wait. What? Oh, and then the city of Brass kills me. Okay, yep. Man, yeah. You know, nothing like a three turn thing. So if we'd have had a Narcomoeba in our top 26 cards or 36 cards, or had a less painful mana base, we'd have won that one. But it's just about like I get that decks like this are good and genuinely powerful. I just really don't feel engaged when I play them as a Magic player. Like I play Magic because like I enjoy solving puzzles, and I just don't feel like there's interesting puzzles for me to solve when I play this deck most of the time. It just like doesn't like scratch that itch that I'm interested in. It doesn't scratch that itch that like the reason I'm playing Magic isn't present in this deck, basically. This hand's pretty bad. I don't think I can keep a hand that doesn't have a green source here. Then you can't get Loam going. Good stuff. Good stuff. We're gonna play a league with Kiki Cord, and then we're gonna play some X. The Storm deck isn't a puzzle. The Storm deck is just you put your shitter into play, you cast Gifts Ungiven, and they die. It's very uninteresting. Elusive Dr. Bacon with the Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. I really appreciate that. I mean, we 3-2'd with it the last time we played it. Yeah, like I said, I get that this deck is doing powerful things. I don't, like, I feel like I'm not playing Magic, and I'm not interested. It's like, and that's how I feel like about a lot of the decks in Modern. I just feel like it's just like, this isn't very interesting. Why am I doing this? Like, if I'm not interested in what I'm doing, like, why bother? I'm just gonna click. I guess Lightning Axe is okay here, right? Just gonna bring this in and hope they don't know what we're doing. No, I really don't like playing Lantern. I think Lantern's just like miserable to play with and against. It's just like so, like, all of the interactions in it are slow and clunky. The problem isn't my enjoyment of Pauper, it's just like the fact that people don't want to watch Pauper. The last time we watched Pauper, we had so few people, we actually gained viewers when we started playing Hex. Dredge doesn't really play against people. It plays against their ability to draw sideboard cards and mulligan aggressively. That's fine. We got bugged out of the second match in this league, so win or lose, we get to file for comp. Yeah, this hand's a Simian Spirit Guide away from me in the nuts. This hand doesn't do anything. I mean, like, this is the dream, right? That's land Faithless. Can we please win on 2 cards? Can we please? Dredgers, please, Worth, you owe me. You owe me, Worth. God bless America, my country. 'Tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of the I sing. Boo doo 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 doo. Boo doo 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 doo. Boo doo doo